Welcome to our first live episode of Fun Times Football. If you listen post facto, then obviously it's recorded and sent out to you. But for years watching the Spurs game, today we're joined by Ashley Kerwin and Sam Ashfield. I don't know why I second named you both either. That was silly.
That's it. Facebook requests are coming in now, isn't it?
Yeah, here you go. Too many people are going to start requesting your names. How you boys doing? Good week?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yes, mate.
Very good.
It's been a while, hasn't it? It feels like it's been a while since the last pod, hasn't it?
It's been longer than normal, and obviously we did two last week, so it's like
I felt like it was a daily thing last week. Yeah, but good to be back.
Yeah,
we could make it a daily thing. Yeah, maybe not. That'd be too much, wouldn't it? That'd be a big commitment. Sweet. All right. Well, I'll run the intro then, I guess, and I won't have it on repeat this time.
Friday, it's Fun Times Football.
You watched it live?
I feel bad for the Spotify users because this will be the first time in a while it's not released on a Friday for them, so the theme song won't make any sense. But if you're watching on YouTube, it will.
Do you want me to make a theme song for each day of the week so that if we release
it? No, please. No. We'll just keep it. It's Friday. It's Fun Times Football.
It works.
It makes the most sense, right? It works.
Yeah.
It is. There's a little bit of alliteration there as well. So,
yeah.
So, obviously, most of the time we do match predictions. And this week we actually got our predictions for the Spurs Forest game in beforehand. And Sam smashed it. You went 2-0 Spurs, which was pretty good. Big 5 points in the scoring procedures. But as an overall game, Sam, did you watch the whole game or?
But I didn't watch any of it. I was.
You didn't watch any of it.
Parents until probably 8:30 watching the darts that have started tonight, so I haven't actually caught any of it.
Oh,
no, that's fine. Did you see that post on Twitter? I can't remember who it was from. He's like he must be a plumber or something, and he was at work this morning.
Yeah,
he was playing the dart. He was playing the darts.
They said it in commentary. He's come straight from work to play his first round.
I'm not even joking. Yeah. Like I saw a post on Twitter earlier. It must have been posted at like 10 o'clock this morning. It was like when you've got work at 9 a.m. but darts in the evening or whatever.
Yeah, he literally had a plumbing job this morning. Straight to his game quality.
I saw Paddy Power reacted to it, like copied paste or whatever, and they said, "Boss, can I have Friday off? What for? Oh, I'm playing in the World Darts Championships." All right, you can have the morning off. Oh, no, you have the afternoon off. Sorry, you get a half day.
Work the morning.
Yeah. Match reaction from myself. Happy with the win. Wasn't a convincing performance. Forest set a low block in and just made it difficult and were pretty good on the counter-attack. Spurs had a few good chances. I think Kulusevski's quality just was the only reason we won that game, to be fair. The first cross, great header from Richie, and then the second goal, shot on his weak foot, Richarlison.
Oh, come on, Richie boy.
Yeah, Matt Richie. I was like, who's Matt?
Yeah, come on, Richie.
Oh, he's one of the boys now. He started scoring, so he's one of the boys now.
He is one of the boys.
He's got nicknames for him after 3 years. Yeah.
He's had his groin. He's had his groin operation. He's one of the boys now. So, you know.
Sam,
that's what it is,
to you, mate, for predicting a Spurs clean sheet because I don't think that's happened in about a year, to be honest.
When the red card came in, I thought, here we go. We went for 2-1. It was Liam. I thought Forest will snatch one back. But
that's when I started watching it. I watched it probably after the red card. I didn't watch too much of the game, but it's just a good job that Forest are pretty shit at the moment because any other team probably would have capitalised on that red card. I think
probably.
Yeah, to be fair, they had some chances that they probably should have put away. Even before the red card, they had some good chances. There was one where William Bolly was at the back. Willie Bolly was at the back post, completely unmarked, and the ball came floated over to him. He had time to take it down and compose himself, then get a shot off, and still sent it into Rosie. So
not the scariest.
That's Willie Bolly, you know.
Yeah. We're just lucky it was Willie Bolly at the back post, and not Morgan Gibbs White or something.
I think Awani's injured. I think I butchered his name a bit there, but he was their biggest player, wasn't he, at the start of the season? I think he's out.
Yeah.
Chris Wood, which is like a complete downgrade. Isn't it?
Elanga's got 3 or 4 goals this season, though.
Yeah, he's been looking.
Yeah, he looked all right.
Well?
Didn't
he have a disallowed?
Yes, he did. Yeah, he was offside. Yeah, high line working in action. Cool. So
well, it's 3 points.
Sam got the
good result.
Yeah, it is a good result.
Puts you level with City.
Keeps us up in the top 4 conversation, which I'm happy about. Because it's one of those games that definitely could have slipped us up. I did actually put this game in place for Chris, who is on the thumbnail and isn't actually here.
It is, isn't it?
That is a rude bail. We moved the podcast for him so that he could be here. And no, I know. We'll just have to. We'll just have to not move it in future. I know.
It happens when you get older.
It
the hangovers get worse.
Yeah.
It's got drink.
He is an old man now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is.
That's exactly just when you wake up hungover, just drink the next day and then you're fine. You know, just always stay drunk, then you can't be hungover. Yeah,
you heard it here first, guys. Great advice.
Never stop.
Yeah, never stop drinking. Yeah, it's exactly. It's not. I mean, it is a big game, but I've been saying this every Brighton fixture that's come up. Brighton have not really been on form this season.
I am in agreement now.
Not their usual selves. Normally, they'd be putting teams to the sword, and this sort of fixture last season, you'd be looking at going, this would be a really exciting game, and it still could be an exciting game. But
this was the game last season that actually finished off Arsenal's title hopes.
Yes.
It was, wasn't it? So
they went and won.
I mean, it could still be an exciting game.
3-0. Yeah.
Saliba came off injured midweek as well, didn't he? In the Champions League,
I think
he got played unnecessarily and came off injured. I'm not sure if he is if it's a long term or if it's just like a little knock.
He's not on here as being
he's not on flash scores injuries now.
Although Martinelli is questionable,
which
is interesting.
He'll be fine. Apparently, he's back tomorrow. He's just got an illness, I think, or knock.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just seems like all the injuries that are on either of these teams, Brighton's injury list is the same size as Arsenal's, but Brighton's are key players, whereas Arsenal's are not. Like Arsenal, Brighton have got Fatty, Estupinian, Solly March is out,
and Ciso.
Welbeck, and Ciso. So they've got the same amount of players out, but they've got important misses.
Yeah.
I think they want to bounce back Arsenal from getting beat at Villa as well. So I can't see past them.
Yeah, I imagine they'll have expended all their energy, Brighton, on that. A big win in the Europa League, wasn't it?
Oh, it was scenes last night, to be fair. Did you see the goal?
I didn't see the goal. No, I was...
such a quality finish. And then the crowd, it went mad.
Yeah, it was quite late, wasn't it?
Jumped into the crowd and started... It was like 89 minutes. He jumped into the crowd and started celebrating with them.
I did see the pictures. That is pretty cool for them. It is awesome. So they're obviously like a top seed now. So they skip the next round.
If you finish second, you've got to go for a playoff, haven't you? With the Champions League.
Yeah, because there's not a round of 32 anymore, is there?
No, there's a round of like 16.
Because it used to be round of 32 where everyone...
16 and a half teams.
Yeah, so...
it's like half the 16 and a half.
Well, no, it's like the round of 32's just been split into a different... So people who finish top go straight into the round of 16. And the second place finishers play against the teams that drop down.
Yeah, that's happened for a few years, hasn't it?
So it's like... Has it? I thought this...
No, it's not been that long.
It was definitely last year as well. But
last year.
I think West Ham and Brighton are both skipping forward, like taking a shortcut.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, so they go straight into the round of 16 rather than round of 32.
Yeah. I think my point was more that they're probably off the back of that on Thursday night. And I asked the rested a lot of players against PSV because it didn't really matter, did it? So, and like Sam said, I think they'll want to assert themselves after the Villa defeat. So, yeah, I think can't see past an Arsenal win.
Yeah, same.
No, I think we're all in agreement there. I think it'll probably be big as well because Brighton are quite open. They've conceded quite a lot of goals this season in compared to normal. And Arsenal, we want to put a performance on. So, you know what? Normally I pass it off, but I'm going to hit my score prediction first on this one.
Take the lead, mate.
I'm going to go 3-1 Brighton.
Oh, you didn't.
3-1 Arsenal, sorry, not Brighton. I don't know why I said 3-1 Brighton. That would have been...
You said it.
Sorry,
I thought you were being serious.
Sorry.
And you said it
time out. Time out.
We expect it from you now.
So confident. I thought you were being serious.
No. I can't. I wasn't. No.
It's more like
3-1 Arsenal. 3-1 Arsenal.
Favourites. If he goes for that, it's a shock.
Yeah. I noticed neither of you guys were even shocked the fact they said Brighton.
No, I didn't even register it for a minute. And then I looked at your reaction. It was like deadly serious. Like maybe he means it. I don't know.
No,
So you
I
are 3-1
definitely did
Arsenal.
not mean that.
You're definitely team
3-1
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Lock it in. I mean, I'm not ever team Arsenal, but I just can't see Brighton winning. There's stakes now for the game, so I'm definitely going to lock that in.
Calm down on the ludicrous bets.
Sam.
Yeah,
not yet.
I've got the same.
You wait.
3-1. I got the same. Yeah, I think Brighton have a goal, but I think Arsenal come through. I've got 3-1 as well.
Yeah. Ash.
I actually can't see Brighton getting a goal. I'm going to go 2-0 for Arsenal.
Reasonable.
You do you, mate. You do you.
Reasonable.
Make reasonable choices.
Next up, probably quite an easy fixture to talk about as well. Man City versus Palace.
That's not easy, man.
Why did you just? What?
We don't like.
On
Palace,
what planet is that not easy?
No, we
It's
don't.
Do you not? That can't be
That's our
true.
bogey team, mate. No,
That is not bogey team.
You're
Spurs are your bogey team.
Spurs and Palace.
Spurs and Palace. Mate, Palace notoriously
Really
beaten us 2 or 3 times at the Etihad in the last few years. Yeah, you don't remember that Andrews, the Townsend goal, the volley?
That was sensational.
City have lost just 2 of their last 16
season.
games in the Premier League against Palace.
Well, they're both at home, and they both happened in consecutive years. I'm fairly sure. Even last year,
to be fair, both of them.
we went.
Yeah,
we went
both of
2-0
them
up
did
last
come at
season,
home, but
and I think Haaland had to get a hat trick to get us back and rescue us last season. I think it finished 4-2. Although, even though it's our bogey team and we don't have Haaland, I literally cannot see anything but us battering them. I've checked out their injury list. They've got to play a 29-year-old in goal who I've never ever heard of. Ash, you might have heard of him since he started his career at Norwich. He's called Remy Matthews. Nope.
No, honestly, sorry, mate, I was on mute there, but it says a lot that I have not. I never even heard of him.
Exactly. If you've not even heard of him, he started at Norwich. He's got to play tomorrow because both their goalkeepers are out. Who else they got? They got Lerma,
you've also
Ayew,
got
Edouard, Eze, all out.
I was about to say Ayew's out, Decore as well.
Decore, Eze's out, Edouard's out. I really can't think of who's left then. Like, obviously, I'm sure they'll still field 11 players, but don't know who they're going to be.
Yeah, I mean, they'll still have Elise is probably the only player on their team that I can think that caused you trouble, right?
Yeah.
Like, just think off the top of my head. There probably is a couple more.
Yeah, I'm not worried about this at all. I don't. Even without Haaland, we'll be fine. Haaland.
Even without Haaland. Yeah, you'll be fine. You've got a strong enough squad. Do you know what? I was shocked by how good your performance was midweek, considering the team that was playing. You know, like a couple of the kids that came in.
Yeah,
like Dr. Bob and
Dr. Bob.
Yeah,
yeah.
Dr. Bob.
Yeah.
Dr. Bob. It's like every time I see it.
Honestly, when I saw Oscar Bob pop up, I was like, Dr. Bob. Only the real ones know.
Yeah. It's a niche reference.
Yeah, that is a very niche reference. Yeah, I think City will be fine. And I think it will probably be quite a big win as well, to be fair. What have I gone for? I'll look at my Super 6 to reference because I did it while I was clean-headed. I've gone 3-0. Okay. 3-0 on this one. I feel like that's what it's going to be.
Step it up by a goal. I've gone for 4.
Oof.
Well, I am going to back up what Sam was saying about Crystal Palace being City's bogey team. Only one other team has won more Premier League games at the Etihad than Palace since Guardiola arrived at City.
Liverpool.
No.
Oh, it's mostly Tottenham.
No, it's not even Tottenham. There's only one team has won more than them.
No, we've only
Chelsea.
No, it's not.
You can't just go through every team you've played at the Etihad.
No. Is it Palace have won? Yeah, it is Man United. They've won 3 times since Guardiola arrived at City at the Etihad, but Palace have won twice there. And I can't see it.
You must have won more at Old Trafford since Guardiola's been there as well, then.
Probably.
Oh yeah. They always.
Yeah, it's probably the other way around, isn't it?
We've been at Old Trafford every year, apart from last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, you say Palace are a bogey team. It's because, without being arrogant, there's no other teams that really go and beat us ever. So when a team in mid-table who finishes mid-table regularly beat you twice in 2 years, sticks out in your head.
We normally take 3 or 4 points off you every season, mate. I don't know what you.
Yeah, only since you moved into the new ground, though, we just can't seem to. We haven't even scored there yet. Can't be a sweet moment when we get
That'll change this year, I reckon. I reckon the return fixture at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is going to be something crazy, like 5-3. I don't know which way, but
I just want to get a goal there. It'd be great.
I think Ange Postecoglou's system you'll definitely get a goal there. Ash, what's the score? What gone on? You said Palace will.
You know what?
Provide
last time. Yeah, well, I mean, last time I predicted like 5-1 Liverpool against Palace, but actually Palace put up pretty good fight against Liverpool.
Until the red card, so annoying.
They were at home.
Yeah.
It barely a red card as well, but let's move past that.
Yeah, but obviously Hodgson set him up well. 3-1. Yeah. Still 3-1 to City, obviously. Yeah. I still, not as emphatic as 3 or 4.
You think Palace will get a goal?
Yeah.
Who's going to score that?
Maybe Mateta.
Elise is going to do.
Mateta.
I forgot about Mateta, but Elise is going to do a run from his own half.
I didn't know what to say, Sam. First name that came to my head. What's the Mateta? What's the Mateta with that?
Okay.
Right. Obviously, I sent you all the schedule earlier, which has put this section in, and it's quite an ongoing topic. I'm also trying to think of where I can split this so I can make a good clip. Boys, why is there an injury crisis in the Premier League right now?
It's all about the clips.
Sorry, all about the clips.
I just ruined your introduction to the clip.
You have, now we're just rambling again. Boys, why is there an injury crisis in the Premier League right now? So I looked. So lots of players are getting injured. Thank you for that stat. So there are currently 4 teams with over 10 players in. It's descended into madness. Who decided to do this on a Friday night?
Me and
absolute chaos.
Colluded to try and make this a terrible clip. We just decided.
This is the funniest one, though.
You have,
Clip up.
You've just broed together out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You've got your Unagi out and just fucking. Years.
Yeah.
You're finally there.
I did.
Right, so I've got some stats to go through.
Right. I've got some stats too.
Oh,
did you? So there's 4 teams with over 10 players injured at the moment. So you got Newcastle, Spurs, Man United, all with 10 players injured, and Chelsea with 12.
I've got different things.
They've got 13 injured or suspended.
That's right.
Is it not? I've taken out the suspended players.
I went through all my injuries first, and I've got.
Yeah, and then there's only 5 teams with less than 5 injuries in their squad, which is 4 or less.
2. Yeah.
West Ham, Aston Villa, Fulham, Man City, and Nottingham Forest are 5. They're the only 5 teams in the Premier League with 4 or less injuries.
Did you see how many injuries there are in the Premier League at the minute?
No, I didn't actually look at that. How many are there?
So,
it must be a lot because there was a lot of teams between 5 and 10.
Yeah,
how many?
131. 131. So that's quite a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I chose 10 as the bar because if I chose 8, I think there would have been about 10 teams. Like with 8 or more injuries.
I don't know what to compare it to. I can't tell you at this point last season.
It's crazy, right? Like
last season had the World Cup.
But I've not.
So I'd have thought last season might have been worse, actually.
But it wasn't. I can't remember a time when you've gone into so many fixtures with just people like teams going filled in. Like Newcastle have fielded the same outfield squad for the past 7 games in a row.
Yeah, I think everyone's got players.
What was it?
It's not even like the younger ones, or the ones that don't play.
Like I know City have got
players.
less than 5 injuries, but you've got your key playmaker out, right? Like De Bruyne
Haaland, Doku, Grealish,
been there since the beginning of the year,
and John Stones is out.
Yeah, it does depend
which
on
is
which
wild.
caliber of players out.
Yeah. I mean,
Maddison,
Chelsea, I
Van de
don't
Ven.
think it matters because
yeah,
we miss
massive.
Maddison so much. So I guess the main point is what do you reckon is behind this injury crisis? Like, it seems weird because obviously, as you say, we had the World Cup last year. Do you think it's maybe a hangover from the World Cup where players played too many games last year? Well, no, if you think you play too many games, and normally you get a long summer break, right?
It was
but your
still
summer
quite a
break
long
is
summer
cut
break.
short. It was cut short.
Barely. The season probably finished about a week later because they crammed the games in. I think that's too. I think the World Cup's too far away to blame it on that.
So you go from a period of constantly utilizing your muscles in a way that is as athletically demanding as what the Premier League is, to then having an extended break over summer and then going straight back into it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you were utilizing it, like as a player, you were being used a lot more last season than ever, really.
Yes. So I would have expected more injuries last season. I still don't think it would have affected this season as much because they still had that break, but it might just be coincidence. I don't know. I don't know if there's more to it.
Now, there's another factor. There's a lot of... What was the eyebrows for, Sam?
It was Ash going, it might be a coincidence. It might be something else. Like, he thinks there's some kind of like greater being at core. Like, you know,
there's someone with voodoo dolls somewhere in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Fucking Van de Ven.
Putting pinpricks in,
That's why Maddison and Van de Ven went down by themselves.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Snipers. Yeah, Maddison's was so weird as well. Like, Van de Ven obviously was accelerating and his hammy
Maddison's
went.
like the darts off. Maddison like the darts off. That's what it is.
Yeah,
darts is coming up. I've got
like fucking. What was the one? Neymar always got injured around his sister's birthday or something.
Yeah, always. And he's without fail.
Yeah, and he's out for a while now, isn't he? He's played about 4 games for his new Saudi club, and then he's out for forever. I don't know. Sorry, mate. I just don't think. I don't know if there's actually more to it or not. Really,
it's interesting though, right? Because
it's not a busier schedule, is it, than last year or the year before? So
no, it's less busy than last year.
Yeah,
but
I thought you had some else, Lee. I thought you had another reason, Liam.
Yeah, so I was going to say that I feel like VAR interventions could possibly be playing a role here as well.
How?
So let's use Van de Ven as an example. In that game, Chelsea had, or in that game, there was just a couple of VAR interventions that took quite a long time. Yeah. So you go from a period of being warmed up, your muscles are active constantly, and then you stop for five minutes a couple of times, which gives your muscles time to cool down, contract, and then when you try to push it as hard as you can, they're not at the correct point where you can be doing that, so it causes injury. Do you know what I mean?
I was thinking further to that, Liam.
I'm not a scientist, so I can't explain it properly, but
I was thinking as well.
You
actually,
get the point.
Those delays actually think how long they're playing for each game now as well. Like the amount of games that the halves are really extended, aren't they? There's like 8 minutes added on each time.
So that half-time breaks are going to be shorter, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
maybe 15 minutes. Like you used to 15 minutes religiously.
Like the stop-start nature of it as well must be having some impact.
Yeah,
like with in terms of VAR intervention.
But VAR was in the league.
You know what I mean?
But
pardon?
Well, like she said, VAR was in the Premier League last season, but they only brought in all this mad added time after the World Cup, didn't they? So maybe you are right.
The thing.
Yeah,
that is the thing that's different. Yeah.
That is the only thing that's different this season.
The World
to
Cup,
be fair,
I remember the World Cup was like there was like 14 minutes in our game against Iran, and there was like games there was some mad.
It was the World Cup when it started.
Yeah, so maybe that. I mean, that would be a weird coincidence if we've incorporated it, and suddenly we've got more players that are tying up on the pitch. Yeah, I never thought about that. That's fair.
All I know, it has decimated a lot of squads this season. And do you think maybe there's then a point of? Do you think there's a point that maybe squads need to be stronger in? Obviously, they always need to be stronger in depth. But
I wonder if you look through the injuries and you actually go through and see you know, if you've got a player out with a broken leg or don't know they've done in their ACL, that's not going to be down to what we're saying about the time. But if you've got a lot of ones that are like, I'm out for a week with a thigh strain, or I've got then you know, that would probably link in quite well to the.
I think it is. A lot of them, and the muscles are fucked, and a lot of them seem to be going.
A lot of them
muscle
from
injuries.
When I was looking earlier, it is a lot of muscle injuries. I don't think there's probably from what I was looking at when I was looking at the injuries. I don't think there's many serious injuries that aren't linked to muscle or no more than normal, like what you say, like broken legs, broken ankles, like the metatarsal that happened in 2010 or whatever, where everyone broke their metatarsal.
I'd be interested to see how it compares to the Championship, for example. So because obviously they've not got that VAR delay and everything, if they still have,
and they're built different in the Championship, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously play more games, sort of, because they got more league games, but there are. For what I can see, there aren't as many injuries in the Championship from when I watched Norwich playing against teams, but I don't know the squads that well.
Here we go. I don't know how I'll find all of the... Right, just a quick scan. Doesn't appear to be any teams with more than 7.
Yeah, I can see that. Ipswich have got none.
Just by scanning, and a lot of teams have.
Ipswich players are robots. That's why they're top of the league.
Plymouth haven't got any injuries. Yeah, there's some without any injuries at all.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Liam, this theory's got
so
legs.
Maybe, yeah. So there's something going on differently in the Premier League to other leagues that is causing major injuries for a lot of players. Because it's like Newcastle. They haven't just had little injuries. Like they've been with the same squad for the past month and a half, right?
There's a reason Lewis Miley's in the team all the time.
He's not a bad player.
Got any injuries.
Like for a teenager.
But is he better than the billions they've got to spend?
No. And I mean, obviously Tonali screwed himself over, but yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting one.
Okay, I never thought about that. I've taken some. You learn something new every day. I've taken something away from this lesson.
There you go. Every day's a school day, Sam. Every day's a school day.
Oh yeah.
And I think we can leave that one there then, I guess. So moving on to the next fixture. Yeah, it is one to keep an eye on. So moving on to the next fixture. I feel like I've said this about a couple of fixtures for Man U this season, but used to be touted as one of the biggest games in the Premier League. The two most successful teams in English club history playing against each other. Always used to be a massive ordeal, big fixture. Always used to be a competitive game. And for some reason, I feel like right now I'm not feeling it will be. It's obviously Liverpool, Manchester United. And I don't know about you boys, but like right now, I'm not feeling that is going to be a game of two teams battling each other. I feel like it's going to be one team gripping on for dear life while the other one slaps them in the face with a big cock. Right.
That's exactly how I'd feel.
I don't know. It used to be a game that I think United would probably go there, or Liverpool fans used to get a bit nervous about United going there. But now I think they should just be, every time this game's at Anfield, they should just be excited, because it never really. I've got a couple of bits. So the last time United won at Anfield was 2,889 days ago, which is 2016. And Liam, stop typing a sec. If you could tell me 3 players in the Liverpool team, then I'll give you a high five.
2016.
The team was so rare.
Oh wow, that's an interesting one. Jamie Carragher.
Nope.
Oh Jesus, 2016.
No. Too late for him. Henderson.
Quick time before that. Yeah, Henderson was in the team.
Yeah.
Was that before Sterling? Sterling?
Nope. He'd gone already.
No,
gone by that point.
He's gone already. Shaqiri?
No. Actually, not even going to guess. I'm going to go through it.
I've got it, mate. I've got it in front of me. Yeah.
Why would you do that? Come on, I was...
Polo Torre, Sacco, Moreno, Henderson, Lucas, Emre Can, James Milner, Firmino, and Adam Lallana. So
wow,
that was the last time United managed to beat Liverpool at Anfield. They've obviously, I think Man United's team was a bit weird that day as well. They had like Fellaini and Schweinsteiger and stuff. But I don't think Man United are far away from that team now, whereas Liverpool have gone. So
yeah,
I can't see anything other than Liverpool winning this.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they've quietly sort of managed to get themselves to the top of the table, like sort of without bringing too much attention to it. I feel
because Man City and Arsenal are facing off, and then they're just kind of sneaking up past us both.
I feel, and everyone's talking about Villa as well. I feel like Liverpool just silently sort of snuck into top position somehow, and I think they'll absolutely batter United here. United, obviously, without Fernandes got suspended, which was stupid because he must have known he was one yellow card away from getting suspended. I just find it weird that it was quite a stupid card as well. They've got loads of players out.
Percent, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That was it. Yeah, I just find it weird that
he turned around, looked at the team, and went, "I'm not turning out to Anfield with you fuckers."
I'm not even joking, Hyde.
Fuck off.
That was actually where I was going with that. I was like,
"We're going to miss a game. I'll miss this one." Yeah.
He's the captain. He's the captain, right? And he's doing that.
Oh.
And I feel like he's actually trying to get out of the game. Like, fucking, I'm not getting annihilated.
Because I think was it this game last season where he got absolutely because he got absolutely. Even though they lost 7-0, he was the one that was picked out because he was the captain and he was just walking around the pitch.
Yes.
I don't know how he's captain. I don't know how he's not even captain material. Just because the best player on the team when he's captain, he's crap. Terrible leader.
He's a whinger. Yeah, they're watching it.
Yeah, he's not a good leader.
But they can't give the captain's armband to anybody else because they've got no leaders in that team apart from maybe the centre backs, maybe out of Varane or Martinez. But it's just like
I would say at the moment McTominay would be better off with the armband.
Or even Maguire.
Yeah.
But how he's got the captain's armband, I'm not a clue.
They wanted to get rid of McTominay, didn't they? In the summer, he's turned out to be their best player this season.
Yeah, they wanted to get rid of Maguire as well. The two people we've just said that could be captain.
Maguire went off injured against Bayern, so I feel like they're probably going to have to end up playing Johnny Evans from the look of it.
Christ,
it's going to be an absolute annihilation. Great, good to see.
Do you know what? Have you got a score prediction then, Ash?
Oh yeah, I'll go 5-1 to Liverpool.
Wow.
Again, I went 5-1 Liverpool last time. It didn't pay off, but I feel like I can't see United.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you think Man United are worse than Palace, then?
I do. Yeah,
just double that. Double that for me. I've got 5-1 in my Super 6.
You've got 5-1 as well. Blimey.
Don't you think that, Sam? Like, surely Palace have.
I don't think they're not.
Palace at home. Palace at home are stronger than United away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone down a similar road, but I haven't gone as high as 5. I agree that I think United will snatch one, but I've gone 4-1.
All right.
That's why I've captained Salah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I wish I'd actually looked at. I've set an alarm to look at my team.
Double game.
You know what? I'm busy now. I'll do it later. I've still got Lo Celso, Trippier, Haaland, and someone else who's injured as well.
Well, you know what, Liam, I was going to say earlier on the injuries chat, like when Sun Dream Team gave us 2 transfers a week, I thought, I'm not going to need that. You need like 5 a week with the injuries at this rate, don't you? 2 is not enough.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry,
anyway, Harris.
If I can't
players in his team.
If I can't leapfrog Hind this week, then I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah,
it's close.
Yeah, you need to leapfrog me really.
I've got 11 players playing. I've got no injuries.
So next game, I think will be an upset personally, and I feel like it's going to be a very interesting game. It's going to be a great game. Newcastle, Fulham.
Yeah.
Newcastle coming off the back of playing very well for 60 minutes in Europe, but have underperformed in most of their Premier League fixtures the past couple of weeks against a Fulham team that has scored 10 goals in the past 2 fixtures.
Yeah, crazy.
None conceded. Yeah, it's.
Fulham are hitting a massive vein of form.
They're 7th in the form table at the minute.
But at the past 2 games are like Fulham back in the Championship when they just used to annihilate Stoke and shit like that, 5-0. I remember.
But they've got rid of Mitrovic and scored this many goals in 2 games. Crazy.
Well,
everyone's chipping in, isn't it? Everyone's chipping in.
Raul Jimenez is sort of coming back as well.
I was about to say that. I was about to say, ever since we did our worst signings of the summer, and I said Raul Jimenez could be in for a shout of worst signing, he's just gone on and just scored in every single game since.
Thank you, Liam. There we go.
You definitely heard this, Liam. He's proving you wrong, man. It's like fucking fun times football.
It was like, come on, Raul, give your head a wobble. Don't do that. But
don't say that, mate. His brain might fall out with his injuries.
That's not cool.
Give your head a wobble. Can't say that to a man with a TBI. Come on.
So what we say?
I feel like if
5-0 Fulham, or
if this game was at Fulham, then I think I'd definitely be back in a Fulham win. Just the fact that they've gone out of Europe. They have lost 3 games in a row as well in all competitions, don't they? They lost the last 2 league games. Everton. Who else beat them?
Spurs.
Of course, Spurs.
Spurs.
I've got to back a draw. I don't think Fulham will lose this. Like, I'm not confident enough to go for Newcastle Fulham win, so I'm going to go. I've gone 2-2.
Okay.
2-2. He's just put his score out there before I give my reasoning for my prediction.
First of the day.
Newcastle, for me, have been looking very leggy in games the past couple of weeks, like the past few weeks in the Premier League. And they just haven't had enough to get past the teams they've been playing, even though they haven't really had massive opposite. Spurs obviously is different, but they lost to Bournemouth quite convincingly as well. And midweek, they put in a hell of a shift against AC Milan. But you could see after 60 minutes, the tank was empty. And it felt like they just had nothing left to give. And I feel like they're going to be not knowing what to do at the weekend. You got to think that game was, 2 days ago? And they've got to get back up and do it again.
I feel like I've seen a lot of talk about their tactics towards the end of that game when it was 1-1. Should they have carried on going forward to get into the top 2 of the group, or were they quite happy to finish bottom because maybe they didn't want to fall into the Europa League? So maybe they were just thinking, fuck it, we either go qualifying for the last 16 of the Champions League, or we drop out of Europe. So I back it. So maybe they're not. I don't know.
Yeah, I do back it, but
I also saw.
I just think they're not going. This is just. I just feel like Fulham coming off the back of 2 big results. They're going to be massively buoyed by them.
Yeah.
Newcastle are going to be licking their wounds at the moment. Absolutely shattered. I mean, it could be a result where Newcastle bounce back, but I've gone for 3-1 Fulham.
How do we differentiate? Because we have teams. So we have teams that we go, they want to bounce back from this. They're going to go in with a massive performance and win. But then we use the exact same reason for something to go, they're probably going to be. It's hard to go between the two, isn't it?
I think my main overriding factor is the fact that they are just absolutely shattered. They played the same outfield 10 for the past 7 games. And I think I feel like I heard somewhere last week, but Fulham are flying at the moment. They're not going to have any reason to fear playing Newcastle, are they?
Yeah, that's fair.
Fulham's injury list is nothing basically, and Newcastle's is huge still. I'm with Sam a little bit though, because it's so hard to go to back Fulham away at Newcastle. It is tricky. It's a different thing.
Every time they need to get a big performance, Newcastle at home, they do. They did it against United, did it against Chelsea. I don't know. I can't.
It is a harder place to go, St James's Park, but
I wouldn't be surprised if Fulham won. I haven't got the balls to back it.
Yeah, it's probably the same. I was going to go 1-1 for this one.
Well, you can put your balls in my sack, fellas, because I've got the balls to back it.
I like that a lot.
So you've both gone score draw. We've got a 2-2 and a 1-1.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I feel like going live has affected the connection somewhat. I feel like you guys were a second or slow.
Yeah, it seems like you're in like a different country to me. There's a lot of delay.
You're in a different fucking time zone.
Yeah.
Mine's live.
Sorry, boys. I think it might be because I'm doing the input and output, right? So I'm streaming to you guys as well as streaming out. So that might be where the issues are coming in.
Right,
but it's all good.
We can't do more.
It's all right.
It's fine. I'm just saying that might be the reason for the slight delay. I need better internet. If I didn't live in farmer country, maybe we could. So when I was doing the fixtures this week, I was actually looking at all the fixtures. I was like, I don't know where to place any of them because they're all fairly hard to judge fixtures. Yeah, I feel like we might have a little bit to say about most of them. This one not being an exception, which is Burnley-Everton at Burnley.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem a simple fixture, but Everton obviously playing very well. Burnley,
I think
fighting.
It's quite simple.
What you think Everton are just going to walk over Burnley? Burnley are fighting on the edge of their cock right now. Right?
Burnley are the worst team at home in the league. They're terrible. Everton are the 5th best team in the league away from home.
Interesting.
And they've only lost 2 games
That's
away all season, Everton.
Stat.
So Everton have lost at two teams this season, one being Liverpool, one being Aston Villa. I just can't see. I can't see anything other than an Everton win.
I do agree. That's I did not know that stat before I did my prediction earlier.
And the 5th in the form table as well. And the 5th in the form table as well.
I was going to say that, but Go on, Ash.
They've only lost once in the last 5. This is the Dyche derby,
and that was the Garnacho. That was the If Garnacho hadn't scored that goal, who knows how that game would have gone? That freak wonder goal.
Yeah.
Went in. Everyone was buzzing, and then that goal just flattened them, and that was it. And then since that game, they've been unreal.
Yeah.
That was a stadium flattening goal, wasn't it? To be fair, like if there's any goal that's going to stop your crowd from getting up, it's.
Yeah,
Everton. I don't think it's straightforward because I think Burnley, I feel like we got a draw against Brighton, which is great. They battered Sheffield United. They are picking up form. It's not as straightforward as that, I don't think. The old Burnley at the start of the season, like in October, but they are
the
picking
old
up
Burnley
now.
from 2 months ago.
Yeah, this is the new evolution of Burnley.
back in the day.
Not the Dyche days. This is like the early company in the Premier League days, but.
But now Everton have got the Dyche.
They have. They're going to roll the Dyche. Yeah, I'll probably still go for the Dyche. Yeah. Narrow win.
Well, I've got.
Oh,
he's got his score out first.
Yeah.
Oh mate, slide it out. I've gone 2-0 Everton.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't think Burnley will score. I feel like Everton are they're really good at the moment. Like, you've got to think, if they didn't have their 10-point deduction, they would be 10th or 9th.
Having a good season,
they'd be above Chelsea.
Yeah, so... Yeah, compared to where they were last season, Dyche is definitely... And they're on ascendancy, right, aren't they? Like, and momentum's a big thing. They've hit form and... They're doing pretty well. So, yeah, I think they'll have way too much for Burnley.
Yeah, I've gone 2-0 as well.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Cool. We're agreeing a lot tonight, aren't we, Sam?
We are, mate. It's nice.
So, Ash, I've done this one for you. I obviously put it into the group about
he doesn't want to
talking about topics.
And
we've got, I mean, you can make it brief if you'd like, sir. We've got the Tractor Derby coming up in the Championship. Obviously, me and Ashley are based in Norfolk. Sam lived in Norfolk for a while, a long time. You're not from Norfolk, though, are you? You're actually from Midland somewhere. But yeah, anyway, we all grew up. we all grew up in Norfolk.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Ashley's a Norwich fan. I was somewhere near Nottingham, right?
No.
Somewhere. I'm in fucking Nottingham, mate.
No. All right. Well, fuck it, whatever.
But I am a Norwich fan tomorrow.
Good man.
Yeah. So
of course I am.
And Yeah, Ashley's obviously a Norwich fan, so I thought
I'm
I'd
not
let
a Norwich
Ashley
fan
give a
tomorrow.
little bit of a chat. A little bit of a chat
Uh,
about Norwich versus Ipswich, the Farmer Derby. It's at Ipswich, which is, I mean, Ipswich are
Shit.
absolutely flying in the Championship at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. I tell you what, I was thinking about this earlier. Yeah, thanks, Liam. What I was going to say about this, I was thinking, I think Sam could probably relate more than anyone, but it's when you've had the better of a rival for fucking years and years, and suddenly they're better than you. Because we've had the beating of them for 20 odd years, and it's been great. And I've always grown up with us being much better than Ipswich. Now it's a really hard it's a hard pill to swallow.
When was the last time that Ipswich were in the Prem without you being there?
They were last in the Prem around 2002, 3, something like that.
And were you there then or not?
We were in. We lost the playoff final in 2004, I think, to Birmingham. I think it was around then. So we weren't in it at the same time as them, I don't think.
Blimey, it's been a while then.
Ipswich were last in the Premier League 2001, 2002.
With Norwich.
That's also the same. Don't think we were that season.
Norwich. I don't think. Wait a sec. I don't think they were.
Wow, 22 years.
No, Norwich.
We played them. We've played
Norwich.
them in the Championship. We played them in the Championship quite a lot. They haven't beaten us for, I want to say about 13, 14 years, something like that. But I'm really not looking forward to tomorrow and it's so weird because obviously the tables have turned and I don't get how they're doing it because when they came up and Sam said to me, why are all the bookies back in Ipswich? I think some people were back in Ipswich and I was like, it's a load of rubbish, mate. They're going to be shit. And apparently the bookies are always right.
Mate, what is it though? I don't get it. Is it just
how do they know that?
I don't get it.
McKenna,
no injuries.
I didn't realise who he was really, but he's obviously worked at United, didn't he, as a coach alongside under Mourinho or something like that? Or apparently, because I heard it on the radio last week. Yeah, they played Middlesbrough and Carrick and McKenna both worked under possibly Mourinho or another United manager around that time. He's obviously a decent manager. They've got some good players. They've got that United link because they've got like people on loan from United, like Williams and such.
Injuries.
They don't get injuries. The only positives for Norwich at the moment are the fact we've got Gabriel Sara. Keep your eye on him. He's fucking quality. He's so good. He's so much better than the rest of the team. And then you've got Johnny Rowe coming through, England under 21 international.
Yeah.
He's promising. But apart from that, everything's looking very bleak. So probably a.
and you got Rovers in the cup as well to come up.
I can't wait for that, mate. I can't wait. It's £2 more to be in the Norwich end, Liam. It's £12 a ticket, but for that privilege, you get to sit with the Norwich fans.
Yeah,
I want to be with the rowdy Bristol lads.
Yeah, man, he ain't doing that.
Sorry.
You could
if it sells out in the Rovers end too quickly, then I'll join the Norwich fans. But
it won't because it's so far away. I don't think you'll get many Rovers.
Yeah, it won't sell out. I don't think
you won't get many. I don't think going.
Yeah,
but yeah,
more than you.
I don't think so. Really. I go for about it's going to be about 3 or 4
Stoke.
Ipswich. I'm probably
going to be an embarrassing derby. You reckon?
It's going to be really bad. It's going to be really bad. But we
early kickoff as well. It's on TV.
Great, because we always get battered on TV as well. Last time I went to Bristol, I went to watch Middlesbrough Norwich 5-1 Middlesbrough. So yeah, we didn't do well on TV.
Oh my god, yeah.
Cameron
Archer and
Chuprak, who's gone to Ajax.
No, I'm thinking of
Aaron Ramsey.
Aaron Ramsey, there we go.
Yeah. Not the one that kills people. But yeah. So that's my summary of the derby.
Jesus Christ!
You'll see Ipswich in the Premiership next season.
Why is Hind pulling a straight? Why is he pulling a face like that?
Just, I didn't know that there was an Aaron Ramsey that was going around killing people.
You're joking?
No. Obviously, he doesn't kill him himself. He scores a goal.
You just know about this, Hind.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, Aaron Ramsey
actually killing him.
Yeah.
Unless he is.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought there was a serial killer under the same moniker.
That segues nicely into our next game. Come on.
Yeah, Brentford versus Aston Villa. Perfect segue. The serial killer derby, they call it, I hear. A Ford in Brent and Villa and Aston.
Yeah.
A good game.
Yep, very
Brentford.
good.
Villa's away form, obviously not as good as their home form, which is 100%. So it'll be. They are getting going. They didn't deserve to win against Spurs, and I will stand by that. What's that? Sorry.
I think they're top half. If you look at the away team now, I think they've climbed up now.
They're ninth now.
Yeah, they're getting there now. They could beat anyone, though, can't they?
They're still a good team. Obviously, they're third. Like, you're not a shit team if you're third in the table.
No.
Brentford sort of fallen off a bit now as well compared to their usual selves, I would say.
Did you know Villa have played at Brentford 5 times? 5 times at Brentford. Villa have never won at Brentford. 4 wins for Brentford and 1 draw.
That's quite an interesting stat.
Most were in the Championship, though, but not in the Prem.
That's all ancient history now. I would say that
it's a completely different team, Villa.
Yeah, look at the form table. Brentford are 18th at the moment, having played Sheffield United, Brighton, Liverpool, Luton. It's not. They've really slipped off, and obviously they've lost Mbeumo as well, haven't they? So I don't know where they have lost.
They have lost Mbeumo. Yeah,
I was going to say, is Mbeumo's still out because he's massive for them, isn't he?
But Villa have lost Douglas Luiz as well, who's a massive miss. He's suspended. Yeah, he's suspended tomorrow for yellow cards. So is Luca Digne as well. So that left back position's up to grabs as well. So that's 2 of their best players so far this season. Yeah, he'll fit in. Obviously, it's not the same. I think Luca Digne's been one of their. Everyone's been outstanding, but he was very good against City when I watched them. Yeah, they're both missing big players. I think it'll be similar to when they played Bournemouth away a couple of weeks ago. I think. Yeah.
What tight game?
Much between them. Yeah,
legit out.
Them, yeah. Ollie Watkins back at Brentford.
No, I feel you about that. I've actually think it will be 2-1 Villa.
Funny.
I was switching between 2-1 and 1-0, but
I think 2-0 Villa because. Yeah, like I said, I don't see where the goals are coming from. They got Neil Maupay up front.
He's not the only player that scored from Ash.
He's shit. They've got Wissa, who's okay, but they haven't got any other attacking players really. So
they obviously have players. It's not the only players that scored from all season, though, is it?
No, but if they're relying on a striker for some goals, you can't rely on him. I say that now. He'll probably score a hat trick. He'll score a hat trick.
Johan Visser's okay.
Famous.
He's a right player.
This is okay. I don't think they'll score. I'll say that now. I think it'll be 2-0 Villa.
Famous words before unfortunate events.
Normally on this podcast, yes. That's what we're good at.
What are you thinking, Sam?
Going to go against the two of you here. I'm going to go for a draw, 1-1.
Is that hopeful, Sam? Is that a hopeful Sam wish? That's a Christmas wish.
Nothing to do with
early wish for Sam.
They'll fall off. I ain't worried about Villa. Nah, it's all good. 1-1.
There's some. Clip it. We'll clip that. There's some famous words before unfortunate events right there. I don't fear Villa.
I'm gonna hang on. Do my hair and say it again. Hang on. I'm not worried about Villa.
We've said lots of things we may live to regret on this podcast, I feel.
I'm going to have that. Just your face repeated over a montage of Watkins scoring hat tricks away every game this season now. The scores on the doors are in. Another interesting game coming up: West Ham versus Wolves, which again I think will be a tight game. West Ham will be buoyed by their victory in Europe earlier in the week.
Finishing top of the
although their last Premier League outing saw them get absolutely butt-fucked by Fulham. So, West Ham is such a weird team at the moment.
They are. Did you feel they were convincing against Spurs when they beat them?
No. Look at the goals. They are not. The first goal was a fluke of like a double rebound off the defenders that just rolled into the path of Bowen, and the second goal was a shit back pass from Udogie that was then just finished. Yeah. So they were the worst team in that game and got 2 goals, which Spurs didn't we didn't deserve to win the game because we didn't take chances, but like I wouldn't say West Ham were convincing.
Yeah, I would say Billy's not here to defend West Ham, but he wouldn't anyway. He's very critical of them.
He hates them.
Yeah,
but
we can't.
Wolves.
You can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess Neto's still out, isn't he?
Neto's out. I was actually doing a bit of reading up on him. You see what's happened to Johnny for Wolves?
No.
He's been.
Oh no! Yeah. He broke some stuff in the changing room, spat at the staff, and he's been completely exiled from the club.
He elbowed a youth player. He spat at a team member. He smashed up a TV, and then he smashed up a table tennis table. So yeah, he's coming back apparently soon. Gary O'Neill said, "Oh, we all make mistakes. Maybe not 4 at once, but yeah." But I don't know if he's back soon, but I find it quite mad that he's done all that and But I don't know. I think this will be, again, in the same kind of camp as Newcastle Fulham, or one of those games that'll be a little bit all over the place. Doing a little bit of research, but no goalless draw in the league since 1992 between these two. So,
it feels like a goalless game.
I don't think it'll be boring.
No, I've gone both teams to score. I think that's nailed on.
I do.
Yeah, I've gone West Ham 2-1. Is what I've actually gone for.
What is wrong with me? And you?
I think West Ham
the same thing again.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's
all right.
I'm not. That one. Obviously, not on your wavelength. I've gone for I have gone for a West Ham win. I go 1-0. I don't think this is exciting.
It's not going to be boring like that, man.
I don't think it'll be a boring game. I think it'll be a good game. I think it's weird. I looked at the games this week and I went, actually, all of these games are going to be quite good games. Isn't that the TV game on Sunday?
What, the 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not always.
It's
sometimes done by.
Well,
I'd say out of the
because you've got Arsenal,
Brighton.
I know.
Yeah, that would be the obvious. The other two.
Man United's R4.
Arsenal Brighton is on TV.
No, it's the TV game. You're right. Ahead of Brentford Villa as well, which is again that's a better game. But...
And Arsenal Brighton. There's 2 better games on at that period in time. No, they did the TV schedule way before, but last time they had West Ham on TV at the 2 o'clock on Sunday, and it was absolutely dreadful. And the other games were all like, what was it? Was it last week?
No, it
was the week before. Yeah, it was West Ham Crystal Palace 1-1, and you had Liverpool Fulham 4-3, Bournemouth Villa 2-2, and Chelsea Brighton, which was 3-2. They chose the West Ham game. So maybe it'll be the same situation again. So next fixture, Bournemouth Luton.
Battering this
again. You reckon it's a battering?
Yeah, I do.
Luton's away form is not good. They only really do well at Kenilworth Road, but I don't think they deserve to lose against Arsenal. And they played very well against Man City. So
didn't deserve to get anything out of it, though.
No, I didn't say that, did I?
I think we played better. You didn't. I think we played better than 2-1. I think Luton were okay, but
Bournemouth are just on fire, aren't they?
Bournemouth are top of the form table.
Bournemouth are on fire. Bournemouth are on fire.
Top of the form table, 13 out of 15.
Yeah. It's good. I haven't actually watched them since they've been flying. I don't know, actually. I've not actually seen it. I saw, obviously, them against United on Match of the Day, and it could have been more, couldn't it? It looked like it could have been like 5 or 6 at the moment. It's amazing. It's good. I like it.
4 shots on target, though.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I felt like it looked like from the highlights they absolutely battered them more than 3-0, but
yeah, I didn't watch it.
Well, they should have scored a fourth, which was ruled out for silly handball issues, which was, wasn't deserved.
Yeah, but
yeah, I think you're right. I can't see past a Bournemouth win, really. Probably a big win as well, as you say.
Bournemouth,
I think Luton play well, but
away
not.
Than they do at home.
Well, that's weird.
It's a weird one.
Now do Luton.
Yeah, well, Luton are bad everywhere. They're 17th in the form table. They're right down there, aren't they? Terrible.
You'd be gutted as a Luton fan, wouldn't you?
Which I feel like is harsh, right?
Because for Luton, you'd look at the fixtures and go, "Oh, Arsenal, Man City, fucking hell." Oh, but at least we've got Bournemouth next. And actually, Bournemouth are better than them at the top of the form table. Yeah. That's the worst time to play Bournemouth.
It's just this league, and this league's brilliant.
This league's relentless. But yeah, Bournemouth win.
Do you know what?
Problem, surely.
Clip this as well if you want and play it back to me at the end of the season. But I feel like this could be one of the most exciting seasons in the Premier League.
Yeah. Oh, it's shaping up that way.
Shaping up to be, yeah.
It really is. As a neutral, this is.
Do you know what I mean? Like everyone beating everyone, like
with there being
Villa coming out of nowhere,
and obviously
City
Spurs
dropping
having
off a little bit, Liverpool, Arsenal.
The thing is, even as a City fan, I prefer it like this. I don't. As much as I love the success, I don't want my team to be winning 38 out of 38 and going 90 points clear. I like the competitiveness.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm with you because I mean, like for example, in Formula One, I used to like Max Verstappen. When he started winning every fucking race, it was like that's boring now. I liked it.
Sport now, yeah.
I liked it when it was so fucking close. That's what makes it enjoyable.
Speaking of F1, I saw a funny clip the other day. It was someone had clipped out a Holland versus Spain game and said, "Why are they playing the Formula One outro at a football match?" Obviously, when Holland are doing the national anthem.
I'm with you. Oh dear. Liam, what's your prediction?
So
Bournemouth losing.
My prediction will be 3-0 Bournemouth. I think they'll do another repeat of the Man United result, but against Luton at home. It could be a absolute rollicking, though, couldn't it?
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, like you said, Luton put up a fight, haven't they? They managed to score against Man City and Arsenal, so I think they'll score against Bournemouth, but still get battered 3-1.
Okay, I might have gone a bit heavy with this then.
Because I might have overcooked this a little bit.
Maybe you might have overcooked this a little bit. I do think Luton will get one, but I've gone 5-1.
You left your Sunday roast into a Monday, mate. What the fuck is that?
Oh, jeez. I might have got a little bit
overcooked.
Yeah. Mate. I don't know. I just think they come out and get an early goal through, your standard Billing or Solanke, and then it'll just turn into 5. I think. I don't know. Luton will get one back right towards the end and make it 3-1 or 4, and then Bournemouth will finish it off. I'm fully expecting.
I guess we'll see when we come back next week. But I wouldn't even be shocked. Could you imagine Luton just win like 2-0 or something? Cool. Scores on the doors for there then. So I was looking for another topic, and I thought this was quite a fun topic. So, lads, favourite player that has played for the team you support? Yeah. And I obviously am a Spurs fan. Ashley, you're a Norwich fan. And Sam, you're a City fan. And Rovers as well. But Rovers is your local club, I guess you could say. So,
yeah.
Who would like to go first on this one?
Ash will.
Yeah.
Go on then, Ash. Favourite player that you've seen play for Norwich?
Least prolific team. We'll get ours out of the way first. Yeah, I have given it some thought. More recency bias, probably, because I feel like I've watched Norwich more recently than I did when I was a kid. So, players that stood out to me in the Championship, because when we've been in the Premiership, we've been fucking shit. No one stood out. So, in the Championship, there's been 2 players that I've watched, and you can just see that absolute class above the rest. The first one is one that currently plays for Spurs. That's obviously James Maddison. Absolutely loved watching him play in the Championship. He was so much better than that league, clearly. And I thought
you were going to say Oliver Skip for a second.
I did love. He was great. He had a great season with us. He's actually disappointed me a little bit that he hasn't gone on to better things because he was probably one of the best players in the Championship that season. But James Maddison, I'm a bit disappointed Southgate hasn't picked him up more because I think he could be a great playmaker for Kane. But yeah, the other one, my favourite was Emi Buendia. Again, very recent, but I just love watching him play. It's a shame that he's out this season because he would have thrived in that Villa squad with the way they're playing.
They'd be even better now, wouldn't they? Yeah.
Be great to see. He's a great free kick taker. Everything is. But yeah, they're my two favourites recently. Then obviously, if you go further back, Grant Holt, great sort of target man, and so on. But no, I'll go recent with mine, like Sam probably will with Man City, only formed 13 years ago. So, but I'll pass it to you, Liam, next if you want.
Interesting. So I've actually got quite a few, and I'll start with.
You got to pick one, man.
Yeah. So I got two. I had two.
I know. I will. I know. So Modric, obviously great in a Spurs shirt, absolutely amazing. Then moved to Real Madrid, did crazy things. Robbie Keane, loved watching Robbie Keane as a kid.
Celebration, man. Yeah.
Some of the goals he scored. Yeah, his
Especially
celebration
club.
was great. Yeah. Rafael van der Vaart gets a special mention just because when he came to Spurs, he was just class. Like when I think back, like, and I've got, as I say, I've got quite a few because there's like, then obviously Jermaine Defoe just probably an underrated striker for me. I don't feel like he gets enough recognition. And then the two that would be top. Just behind my favourite player to see, and it's definitely recency bias, but Gareth Bale, like the things he did in the Spurs shirt were ridiculous. He ended Mykon's career. Like absolutely, no one ever spoke about Mykon.
That was a crazy
double tie against Inter Milan. Like no one ever spoke about him ever again. Just some of the goals he scored, some of the moments from Gareth Bale, just like. Well, there was a goal against Sunderland as well where he got his leg like shoulder height and volleyed it just into the top. Oh, just what a player! But can't look past King Kane. Like it's just man's probably the best striker the Premier League's ever seen. Dembele he was fluid, and you're right. I didn't even think, because I guess he was in the squad and he did a lot of the unsung work, didn't he? Like he was probably one of the best footballers. Like, and any footballer that has ever played with him has said he is the best footballer they've ever played with. Like any footballer that's ever played with him that's been asked that question, they always say Moussa Dembele is the best footballer they've ever played with. But I think just what Kane did with Spurs has got to be. Can't look past it. And obviously now he's at Munich doing Kane things and looking to break all the records in the Bundesliga, like in the first season. So, yeah, for me, Harry Kane would be favourite player I've ever seen play. No. Go on then, Sam.
I'm going to get one shout out of the way from Bristol Rovers first, actually.
Nice.
Go on then.
I've only been going properly for 4 or 5 years, but I could probably name 2 or 3 players who I look forward to going and watching every weekend. But there is one player who captured my imagination, even in League One last season. No, sorry, the season before last. And it's a player who's now in the Premier League. Still can't get a game, but he's now in the Prem. And that's Elliot Anderson of Newcastle. When we had him on loan for the season a couple of years ago, and he was just. It wasn't for the season, sorry, for half the season, but it was like watching a Champions League player in League One. You could not get the ball off him. He'd just take the mick. He obviously scored the 7th goal in the 7-0 to send us up. So I've never obviously in the lower leagues, in the football league, you're more likely to get a player on loan than you are in the Premier League, and it's heartbreaking when they go back. Horrible. It's almost like a breakup. Sign a player on loan. They do and recently we had Jarell Kwanzaa as well for Liverpool.
He played the other day, didn't he? In the Europa
he scored.
League? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did, yeah.
But yeah, Elliot Anderson for me, what a player. Definitely needs to get in that Newcastle side. Moving on to City, I think there's only one. I've got a few like you, Liam, but there's one that I had to put up at the top of everyone else, and that is David Silva.
Yeah,
I was up in an hour in between him, Aguero, and then and Yaya Toure, and just for the things that
those are the three, aren't they? Yeah.
Just for the things that David Silva used to do on the pitch, I mean, like it's difficult because you get this Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard conversation, but Silva was a different kind of player. He wasn't a proper
absolute magician with the ball at his feet, wasn't he?
Go anywhere. Oh God Almighty! You could literally type into YouTube David Silva compilation, and you'd be there for hours watching some of the shit he used to do. Absolute madman. He was so good. And literally every time he goes to the Etihad, he gets the ball. It's a cliche. Oh, everyone's off their seats. They literally don't even. If he was on the halfway line, you'd be up. You just know that he was going to create something. And then a couple of other left field shouts. I got Zabaleta down as well. He was a cult hero. And then one player who I've got who was just at us for one season. I'm still not sure why we sold him. Was Alvaro Negredo.
Yeah.
Who was with us for one season, but he scored a goal every 2 games. He was a machine. He was absolutely superb. And then we sold him, and I believe the story goes we sold him because this was when Falcao was up for sale, and so we decided to sell Negredo because we were going to replace him with Falcao, and then we missed out on Falcao, so we just had Aguero and Dzeko, just the only 2 strikers in the team. So yeah. David Silva, one of the best players ever been in the league.
Yeah.
He's still going.
Yeah, no faults there.
Still going at Sociedad.
Is he? That's pretty wild.
So.
Yeah, I think he is. And the Grado, I've just had a look at him on Wikipedia. He's still going at
38 now. Yeah, he's still going. He was an absolute machine. He was brilliant.
I can't believe he only scored 9 goals for City.
No, that was in the league. He got 23 goals in all competitions. He played like the cups in the Champions League.
Loved his cups. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
He did.
That's wild.
Scored a hat-trick when I went and saw him.
There we go.
Champions League match. He was quality.
Yeah, Champions League, yeah.
There's another player I forgot about in the Spurs shirt that was great for 3 seasons and now was just fallen. No. Dele Alli.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Those first few seasons when he was with us, he was...
such a shame.
It is. Hopefully he does get back to some sort of form, but...
I'm still loving that Van der Vaart shout. For a season or 2, he was unbelievable. Some of the stuff he used to do.
Jesus Christ! Like,
technically, as a player, he was so good to watch. He scored some screamers as well, didn't he?
Yeah,
he was
absolute.
Quality.
Yeah, nuts
Very
player.
I can't believe I remember when you got him. I was
like, good.
How the hell have they done that?
Yeah, that was a good round. A good topic. I enjoyed that. Lots of memories flooding back for the shouts. Cool. So last fixture of the week, and I really hope there is an upset here. And I say upset, but I don't know who the upset would be for, to be honest.
I thought we'd done them all.
If Chelsea win, is that an upset?
They're not that bad.
Like, Chelsea at home to Sheffield United.
Oh God, right. Well,
and
could
would be upset? Who's the nail in Pochettino's coffin?
I was I was going to say I was chatting to a Chelsea fan during the week, and we were looking at the fixtures, which was like it's Sheffield United, Wolves away, Palace at home, Fulham or something like that. And you were thinking like, if they lose or they don't get,
if they get 2 points, that'll be a good run for them.
Yeah, but it was like we'd say anything less than like at least 2 wins out of those or at least a decent haul of points. You've got to be looking at I don't know if getting rid of Poch would solve anything, but they probably would have to. Because they've gone through what else? How many lose now, and it's not solved anything. So he's on. If they lose this,
I don't think he'll keep his job.
I don't know why he took it. It's an awful job to take. Like
poison chalice.
Thing is, Chelsea and Man United both have the same issue. They Chelsea long for the success that Mourinho brought them, and then United long for the success that Ferguson brought them.
Yeah.
And until they get
That's
anyone, and the thing is, Ferguson wasn't successful for his first few years. Having said that, football has changed in the last 30 years. Mourinho was successful straight away, but they can't. They want someone, and this is where they're both fucking getting it wrong. They want someone who can just go in there and win something in the first season and change the whole team. It's not going to work like that because you'd have to change the whole team, which is what Chelsea have tried to do, and they still can't do it.
I get it. So here's the perspective. United are 6th, 6 points off 4th, and Chelsea are 12th and are 24 points off 4th. No, 14 points off 4th. Sorry, that was...
The club's just so badly run. It's not Pochettino. Poch doesn't even want half those players there.
You're right. It's badly run. It is badly run.
Both clubs are. I mean,
well, they missed out on signing James Maddison because he was too old. Like,
who's signing these players for Chelsea? I don't even know who's doing it because it's not Pochettino and it's not fucking Abramovich anymore.
The Monopoly man.
Todd Bowley's going mad. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if Pep ever left City, then they'd have a hangover of that kind, longing for the success that Pep brought them. But I can't see it.
We had the
I don't think they would.
Pep.
I think
no, because they're a better run club.
I think City are a better run.
Exactly.
They are a better run club than they've run for longevity rather than Chelsea. It seems like the past few seasons have been papering over cracks with overvalued players. They're not like they're bringing in players that are extremely overvalued.
He doesn't know how to run a football club, does he? Yeah.
No, it's just like he's literally won a competition, like back in America. I'll run this club if you win this.
Or he's got that cheat.
He won the billionaire American raffle to win Chelsea.
He's got a cheat code on Football Manager, which just allows you to spend infinite amount of money.
Or maybe he's playing as Chelsea, and every time, he's playing as someone else, and every time Chelsea sign a player, he's like, "I get that one." Whatever. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to which Chelsea player I don't recognise tomorrow.
Well, one player that we won't recognise, who is apparently finally in line for his first Chelsea appearance, and this is why I think they're going to get a win, is Nkunku. Apparently, he's ready to go tomorrow.
Is he?
That could make sense.
Apparently, he's ready to. I don't know if he's going to start, but apparently he's definitely on the bench at least.
Yeah, he's not on the injury list anymore.
Nope, he's ready to go.
Wow.
So he is making his debut tomorrow.
I was going to say, if he doesn't,
they're crying out for a striker, aren't they?
Yeah. I do think that as bad as Chelsea are, I do think that I'm still quite jealous that they've got him. He's some player, and I think they need him definitely. If he kicks on, if he goes and does what they think he's going to do, 15, 20 goals, I think they'll end up with an okay season. They still won't finish in the top 4, but if he hits the ground running, they can sneak into 7th or something. Yeah, I really rate him, quality player.
I'm changing my prediction.
Oh,
because of Nkunku.
Based on that.
Yeah, based on that.
Chelsea.
I just think even if he
15 as well.
Even if he doesn't play a lot, that's just a boost, isn't it? It's like the Jackson, I guess, will probably start if Nkunku's just come back. So, but Jackson will be rocket up his ass. Like, I need to impress. Otherwise, I'm not going to be starting anymore.
I thought Nkunku was a winger.
So it'll help. It'll help.
Centre forward.
Okay.
He's definitely centre forward. He's just like rapid.
Oh. He can play a little bit drop.
They got it from Leipzig, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 50 million well spent so far.
So yeah, I did. I'll tell you what I had. I had 1-1, and I've just changed my prediction to 2-0 Chelsea. So.
Wow.
So how will Nkunku prevent Sheffield United from scoring?
I don't know, but that's what I've done. So that's what you get. I'm going with the morale.
Yeah, I think Sheffield United might score, but I think 2-1 Chelsea.
I've done too many 2-1s. That's why I didn't do the 2-1.
As bad as Chelsea are, I just think they will be too much for Sheffield United. I've gone 3-0 Chelsea.
Nice.
Yeah, not a great game.
No, it could cause an upset though. That's why I chucked it in last because was a little bit of interest. Cool. Quick roundup of last week's points. Have you got that handy?
No, you would want to go through this, wouldn't you?
Well, it's the first week since you started doing it that we can talk about it, and I thought I'd put it at the end. And
you got as many points as me and Ash combined, mate. So congratulations. Wow. But I have started this weekend very well, so I'm happy with that. You had 19 last week. Ash had 10. I had 9, and I will tell you why.
Is that out of a possible 50 then?
Yeah, and I'll tell you where you got your 19 from, because obviously wasn't any mean feat, was it? You had 3-1 Liverpool, so you got 2 points there. You had you had a Bournemouth win, which got you 2 points against United. You had Sheffield United to beat Brentford 1-0, which came in. You had Villa to beat Arsenal, which got you 2. You had Everton to beat Chelsea, which got you 2. Fulham to beat West Ham, which got you 2. Man City to beat Luton, which got you 2. And you had Tottenham to beat Newcastle, which got you 2. So you had what's that? Out of 10 games, you got 1 bang on result, and then you had
what was the
7.
What was the bang on result?
Wow, that's pretty nuts.
Oh shit!
What was the? Hang on.
I hit the iPad. This is slightly cash.
What did you get bang on, Liam?
We're on the air, babe. Sheffield United Brentford 1-0.
Nice, good job.
Yeah. And then you got 7 results as well. So you only got 2 actual teams wrong.
Yeah, 19 points.
I should have put an actor on that.
Cracking score. That's a great score. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, mate. And 2 out of 5 so far.
And you're 5.
Can't all get 5 out of 5, can we?
It's a good start, Sam. But you can't do it where it counts as Super 6. So.
True.
Get Kesh on it. She's the best predictor out of the lot of us, though.
Kesh is the one, mate. She might do it. She can put her predictions on TikTok. She's
TikTok,
killed me
exactly.
for waiting the dog.
Hopefully she gets you the $750,000 this weekend then.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be nice.
I've got a few ideas what I could spend.
Pay the mortgage.
Are you on there? Are you on there, Liam?
Podcast studio, Sam. That's what you invest in Birmingham.
Yes, equidistant
between Norfolk and Bristol. I thought.
Yeah, man.
Are you on Super 6? Are you, Liam?
I joined when I heard about the £500,000 rollover. I was like, well, I may as well start guessing scores.
Oh, we should start.
So I'm not joining a league.
Body league.
I'm not going to join it because I'll be terrible. I'm already I started last week. I'd be miles behind.
Yeah, I'm only on 200 points. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's been a good. Well, what can I say? It's been a good pod, boys. Enjoyed that.
It has been a good pod. That has been fun. I guess I'll hit the outro. Hopefully it plays and I can hear it this time, and then I won't play all 4 different songs, have a repeat, and